and it's insightful, especially Equifax. They are tracking your cell phones, you guys, and they know if you're having an affair. So,
Okay, we're going to get into that, Karen, because that's where it becomes really creepy. So, okay, so let's start with the basis of AI, and even when we get into BI, everything starts with a model. Is that correct? Or does it start with an algorithm? I'm not sure if it's a chicken and egg thing, but can you guys explain how these models are built? Inmar, do you want to start? Anna?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, to me, a model, an algorithm, they kind of refer to the same thing. It's a statistical, in my case, or most of the time, is statistical / algorithmic tool that we develop or apply to an existing data. Usually, in an applied problem, the solution starts with a question. So you have to define a really good question and then figure out whether you actually have the data to address it. And then you build a model which captures the patterns in the data to map it to the question that you're interested in.
So in order to, let's just say the question, for example, the objective of trying to solve a problem, who helps you with the inputs? Is it the domain expert that actually, is it a process thing? Do we need to understand which processes go into making that decision? Let's say, for example, if you wanted to make something faster and a human had done that process over time, would you need those inputs in order to, let's say, replicate a model to make a machine do it as opposed to a human?
I think a lot of the times, it completely depends on the question that's being asked. There are all kinds of questions, including just, I have all this data, can you discover some patterns? Let me know something about it. It's called unsupervised learning. And that's very common to do kind of data exploration and data analysis. You want to do something faster? That again depends on the question, because sometimes, ultimately, once you've learned the model, it'll be faster, but to learn the model is not always that fast, so it might take a week to run. If we choose an MCMC, it might take a year to run. And it's, yeah, I think there's no, it's very hard to talk generally, because it really is a question. Any practitioner would really get into the bottom of what's being asked,
Okay.
to figure out what's the right tool.